In this video, I'm going to talk about skills development for SRM, IT, and most importantly, why CPOs do all they can to ensure SRM is not perceived as a procurement initiative. Want to be successful in implementing SRM? Then be so good they can't ignore you. The Deloitte Global CPO Survey of 2014 reported that 57% of CPOs felt their teams lacked the skills to deliver their procurement strategy. In this survey, most of the concern appears to be around soft skills, even though most of the training budget typically goes on technical skills. Make no mistake, both are important, not just in practical terms, but politically too. If peer stakeholders and senior management don't trust the procurement team to be competent, then support for programs such as SRM will be withdrawn, leaving procurement trapped in a spiral of short-term tactical deal-making. Any CPO exhortations to refocus on total cost of ownership and value for money will simply fall on deaf ears. There's no doubt there remains a talent shortage in the procurement field. Despite 20 years of master's level education offered by a variety of business schools and SIPs for even longer, the demand for procurement skills shows no sign of receding. This is why I firmly believe that learning by doing is the most pragmatic approach to upskilling an organization in its SRM practice. Not least because SRM is most definitely a cross-functional endeavor. You're not going to get the design engineers to devote their time to specific training in SRM, for instance. The idea that key supplier relationships can be managed from the procurement office is wrong technically and politically. Stakeholders won't and don't put up with it. It's far better for the CPO to harness the skills, experience, insight and interest of stakeholders and involve them in the relationship analysis and strategy development work that's necessary to assure internal alignment and clarity of direction for strategic supplier relationships. Working hand in glove with stakeholders is the way forward, and many organizations are already there. And when we consider the key value-adding processes that enable the CPO to deliver outstanding customer service to stakeholders and deliver value for money improvements, then we almost come full circle. We can't do it without those stakeholders. This way, credibility and a collective team competence can be assured and trust between procurement and the business only enhanced. Returning specifically to SRM, the CPO must understand the learning and skills requirements for the effective operation of those key SRM processes and ensure any shortcomings are resolved. Develop the optimized organizational design for engaging key suppliers, blending technical procurement skills, leadership and influencing skills, as well as ensuring that clear roles and responsibilities are defined. Once the key processes have been defined and perhaps then optimized, then and only then consider what technology can further improve the operation of those processes. Researchers Goldfinch found that 30% of large IT projects fail and a further 60% require more time, resource and effort to get working properly. So if you're looking to technology to drive your SRM program, then my suggestion is that you think again. IT can help, but don't be a slave to it. I really believe that it isn't the difference between success and failure in SRM implementation. Finally, SRM is not a procurement initiative. Managing key supplier relationships to protect the value you've contracted for and to secure continuous improvements thereafter really should not be optional in modern day business. We're on a relentless path towards the virtual organization as the preferred business model in both private and public sectors, as outsourcing continues its unabated growth. Being able to effectively manage external resources will become one of the genuinely core competences in our organizations. And the more it does, the more silly it will be to present SRM as an initiative from the procurement department. Instead, CPOs should accept their role as one of educator and coach to key stakeholders and their cross-functional teams. The faster organizations establish SRM as an organization rather than an individual or departmental competence and develop programs based on clear cause and effect relationships between action and purpose, then the more likely SRM can become a source of competitive advantage and a proven method of delighting the company's customers, its clients, and if you're in the public sector, the users of public services. I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like to discuss any of the items in more detail, my name is David Atkinson. Get in touch and we can talk about it further.